Hey, good morning,
morning.
everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It
Good
is
morning.
Saturday, and gosh, let's see.
It feels like
Wow,
Saturday.
there's lots of wee woo happening here today. I don't know what that is, but
Wee woo.
hey, wee woo. No idea. Hey, so we wanted to welcome everybody to the stream, and as
Oh yeah,
usual,
so
we're
many
gonna
people.
try
Whoa,
and
new people I'm seeing.
lots of new people. And there is a reason why there may be lots of new people here, but let's talk about that
We'll
in a
talk
second.
about that in a minute.
So just wanted to say hi to everybody. ET Videos, Jennifer Hooper, It's Unreal One. Let's
Drew
see, Drew
Dershel.
Dershel is here.
Hooray.
Supreme Lego Empire, Caden Olson. Zach Martinez, ET Videos, the Venturini family. Oh my goodness, so many people. Rob Ketcherside. Still going down. Johnny Cat is here.
Hi,
Hey,
Johnny.
Wilfred, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh my goodness, this is great. Oh,
Wow.
you're making Animal Crossing fish silhouette with Lego. I love it. That's great. So, all right.
Well, we have
let's go.
so much going on today. Today it's like weekend. It's the kickoff of Weekend Spectacular.
Yeah, so we're gonna finish building our micro building today, and then tomorrow is our special.
Oh, sorry,
group.
it shakes the camera if I use it
Um,
as a drum.
Is our special group chat here at 10 o'clock. We're gonna have Boone is gonna be a guest. Amy, Crystal and
Hooray.
Amy. Maybe Crystal will be here. Hey, how's it going? Lino and Lorraine are here from Washington. Awesome. How's it going? What was I saying? Oh, yes.
Yes, so we have guests,
And so we have guests,
we have
and
a
then
special guest
mystery
too.
guest, and we're gonna start building
could
the
it be?
Stranger Things set. And I think you'll be pretty excited when you see who our special guest is. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow to check it out at 10 a.m.
Right, normal 10 a.m. normal time.
Normal times. Okay, so all right, real quick, I just want to talk about this because this is a super exciting thing that happened yesterday.
Last night.
Last
right?
night, yes. And so I'm always apologizing for our like bad connection and all the everything. Like, it
Well,
looks like an oldie timey show, but we're doing
We're
what we
working
can.
on it.
We're working on it.
Bootstrap Productions. here.
But I wanted to show you that last night, we got called. We got a shout out. I almost said called out. That's not good. We got a shout out right here from YouTube's Twitter account. And they recommended us as a live stream to watch.
Yeah, it's as a
week.
place to go, like for a fun time.
And they,
hooray!
And they produced this little video, and you can even see my, my big ol' arm there in the video. So
we're pretty excited about that, and welcome everyone who's new today.
that's
Pretty exciting.
that was pretty exciting stuff. Somebody texted me about that last night, and I was so surprised and excited. Like, who knew, right? It's so weird.
Oh, look, we've
Our
disassembled
humble little live stream is getting out there. So
Hooray!
Woo!
Well, it's fun on the build-in chat, right? We have a good time.
Absolutely. All right,
So what Disney pins
pins
today?
Okay, so today you can see I'm wearing my Disney villain T-shirt, which I love, and so I decided to go in theme, and I'm wearing my Maleficent pin.
Yeah, today's all about villains. So who are the villains on your T-shirt?
Oh, we got
too?
Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Queen of Hearts, and my personal favorite, Ursula. She's my favorite of like the new guard.
And then in the same vein, today I'm starting a series of villain ties, the guy villains here. 2015 Hidden Mickey villain necktie Gaston.
Yes, Gaston.
And I even have a number for it. It's 108483.
Wow,
So,
he's like really.
but
he's
we're
getting into
we're not
this research
we're not
thing.
super serious. I mean, we're pin collectors. We are,
Now,
but not
thanks
by
to Minifig
number
Chick.
and all that exactly.
But all that aside, so today we are talking about Micropolis, which is building at micro scale, which is a very specific kind of Lego scale. If you are not familiar, for those of you who maybe weren't here yesterday, So I wanted to. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I nearly forgot. We can't
What?
start this just yet.
What are
can't
we
start
doing?
This just yet.
Oh no, he's clearing the table.
We have. So there were. And I'm sorry to say.
Very important.
A couple of builds that I missed yesterday in the emails, and I'm so sorry that happened. And someone, I believe, named Thomas. Thomas, you said. You sent it, but we didn't show yours. But I went all through my emails, and I couldn't find anything with your name on it. I even looked in the thing. So if you can tell me like what name you emailed it under, that would be helpful.
Yeah,
if I can figure it out.
If you could resend it, or if we can find it, then we definitely want to show it. We want to see everyone.
Yeah, you know what's the great thing is like we're here every day, so we can show.
Oh, Thomas Howard is right there.
Yes,
Thomas Howard. Yes.
Yeah. So if you can tell us what that is,
we want to show your work.
Is Angela Jolie a Lego fan? I don't know. I know that I've seen Lego builds from David Beckham. I've seen what's his noodle? What's his noodle? Listen to me.
Wow.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter
guy.
We saw recently.
He was doing a Jurassic Park build, right?
Yeah.
And then there's been a few other people too. It's just amazing. Yeah, Thomas, maybe try sending it again. Flynn at TrickyBricks.com, because really I looked all the way through and I didn't see it. But you know what? We will show them as we get them. I'll just say that because we like
for sure,
because
we love seeing everyone's work. And who do we have to show right now?
Oh yes, Thomas. It's Flynn with a Y. If you spelled it with an I, that's probably why we didn't get it.
Yep.
So sorry about that.
Send it in. We want to see it and show everyone what you made.
Okay, but so let's move on to here are some of the missed builds, and I'm so sorry. So this first one is from a whole family of builds.
Cool.
So this is a whole family of builds. So this one is by Jordan, and then this one is by Josh. Oh, and let's go back and actually look.
Yeah, let's go back to Jordan's here. I love how colorful it is. It reminds me, I've seen actually pictures of a modular house that was designed out of giant Lego, and they made it super colorful like that.
Yeah, I love this. It's great. It reminds me of some of the models that we build with the kids in my classes. They're really we do similar type of builds. I think it's really fun.
Cool.
Okay.
That roof is tough too.
Yeah, so this one is from Josh, and I love and of course, I have to take off my glasses so I can actually see it.
Yeah, super modern. Oh no, here with all the landscaping is great.
Yeah, it is really. It's pretty great, I gotta say.
It looks like, is that glassed in on the bottom?
Yeah, so it's all raised up, and there's I believe aerial up on the top here, and there's like a fountain, and I love all of the little bits.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very modern, but it's softened by the landscaping.
So this one is by Paige and Shannon. And I love the way this looks. There's like multiple floors going on here.
Giant windows. I love that. I want to walk around in that building, right?
Yeah.
Like climb the stairs inside and look out all those windows.
It's unreal. If you want to add something in and you can get it to us by today, I'll show it tomorrow when I show Thomas's after I get his email. So let's send it in if you want. Why not?
Thanks, Matt Reynolds. Yes, 16 by 16 building was the idea. Look at this sign that's on this one.
I know. So this is from the Lego Vet. And it's an escape room.
Well, I love Lego text, and doing it studs out like that is super cool.
Yeah, I love, and it really
really fun, right?
And finally,
we did an escape room actually for
a friend's
woman
birthday.
who's our DM for Dungeons and Dragons.
It's true.
It was for her birthday. It was super fun.
And finally, last but certainly in no way least, we have Wilfred's amazing one with the Joker. And I gotta say how he included us and Logan.
And Logan there.
I love it. It's really
so
great.
Colorful, and I love these the big shapes up top.
Yeah, it's really pretty great.
It's fun.
So
Thanks
nice.
everyone for sending it in. I'm sorry we missed. We're gonna,
we're doing it.
we're doing our best here.
All right, one day we're gonna have it. We're gonna have this all super dialed
Slick.
in.
But it wouldn't be quite as fun if it was all super slick, right?
If it was super perfect, it wouldn't be the
It would be
TrickyBricks
different.
Build and Stream. Okay, so great collection of stuff. If you still have one, send it in. I just need to get it by I don't know, tonight sometime would be great. Not too late because I have to set this all up ahead of time.
Yeah, it's like graphics work.
Oh, Mr. J's Uncanny Candy Shop. Awesome.
Oh,
thank you. It's really it's really fun.
And we'll also, if you do send in descriptions, we're gonna have a way of organizing all those so we can include your descriptions with it as well.
Yeah. Okay, so
we made good progress, didn't we?
We did make good progress yesterday. So let's take a look at where we were yesterday. So we have our Micropolis block that got smashed in transit from Bricks Cascade.
Drama.
Hey, Jake
Lego
Animation
drama.
Studios. Hi. No, you know what? You're not late. It's always
casual
It's always
here.
casual and
Yeah, drop
there
in
you
whenever.
go. It's casual. You can mark your bingo card. You can mark your bingo card for that. Hey, Brickanista, how's it going? Hey, Holly, how's it going? Okay, so yes, working on our Micropolis build. So we have this block, which is mostly complete, and that is our apartment building with a space out on the bottom, and we have our a bank building that we kind of built next door.
And this one's built like a baseball. Like, it is solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. And actually, though, I realized there's a little sort of porch step that goes here, and I believe it was...
is it turned incorrectly? Like, was there a...
No, this is
because
definitely...
it doesn't look like there's a place that a step would have been.
Yeah, I think there was a plate, like a 1x2 plate here, maybe this.
Does it go here? It doesn't.
No. I looked over. I'm pretty sure I looked over.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No, it's not here either.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Like that?
we'll look at that.
Okay, I believe you.
Thank you. So we got we have our other sort of little shopping centered or shopping building that was sort of inspired by the Mission District. In particular, I gotta say, this was inspired by a store that we spent a lot of time at when we were younger, called Thrift Town.
Thrift Town,
a really amazing thrift store.
Yeah, it was open until recently.
And
actually.
it had
was huge.
these big windows at the bottom and all of these smaller windows up top and this kind of rounded facade.
Yeah, and you'd go upstairs and all the electronics were there and all the kooky. We'd go to dishware and electronics basically.
Yeah,
right?
and then they had the little sign on the side that was like a holdover from when it was a building used for something else before Thrift Town moved in, and they were there forever. It says 17 Reasons Why. It's a really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, so local. I all the time when I walk around town and I look at buildings, we'll say one another, that would make a great Lego model.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many buildings, and it's not an exact duplicate, of the building, but yeah, it's a sort of thing
Inspired by.
So Thomas Wheaton asks, "Hey guys, after you build a set, do you add the pieces into your overall collection? Oh, I gotta or keep them together as a set?" Both. Mostly we put them there, back into the collection. But there are some sets that we save.
Well, we will save part of it. Like we saved Oz from the Wizard of Oz set from California Dreamin' and the little race cars from that. A few minifigures will become stars. Actually,
Right.
if a minifigure features in one of our MOCs, then it'll become a star in the minifigure cabinet.
Okay, so we have our mission, mission, and then on
That's
the other
pretty
side
complete.
of the block, we started having our row houses, and you can see
we've got most of it together here. Yeah, these two separate.
Yeah.
So that these blocks can separate.
But they are, and then they're kind of locked together on the other side. So we've got that one. Then we have this sort of what I call the Rosemary's Baby apartment building that's kind of inspired by this building that's in one shot of Rosemary's Baby for like 30 seconds. I don't know.
We wanted a corner presentation, and the sand green worked well with the colors.
Oh, Wilfred says nowadays, to me, everything in the streets is a Lego MOC. It's true, a Lego MOC to be. It's very true. Naomi sent us a photo, so we've been trying to put it back together that way. And you know what? I'll bring up the photo again, just so we can take a look.
Well, here, let me take a few of these back.
Cool. And then we have...
the final one was the piece that inspired the whole block. Flynn designed this movie theater.
This is the Art Deco movie house that I built, my first sort of micro build. Had so much fun doing it. It's got Chima stickers on it that I use for decoration. And it sounds like there was enough interest that I'm going to look into... making instructions for this and offering them online for people. So we'll see what we do. Uh-oh, it looks like our camera's stuck. Is anybody else getting stuck?
Oh, but our other camera is not stuck. Well, why don't we just transition to Are We Frozen?
Yeah, I think there's, for some reason,
technical problem.
Frozen.
But our camera here is going. Just transition.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
so... for some reason, maybe the other camera is stuck there, so you can check off technical glitch on your bingo card.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I am great at holding it, because it's a still picture.
Very, very solid. Very still.
I'm not quite sure what's going on here. If our camera has... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just unplug...
and replug
the over-top camera up and plug it back.
A good time right now for another feature that we had planned. And it looks like our camera is up and running.
Oh yeah, our
but the
camera's up and running
autofocus
now.
is going to have to be turned off.
Yeah, very good.
So, our other feature for the day, so Ms. Thing here, this mannequin hand, came into being because we needed a stand-in for autofocus for our hand before we had control over the autofocus. And then I made her a little house as part of the build challenge. And yesterday, you may have seen, she has this beautiful Lego ring here. And so I looked it up and found out what it was. It's from our friend Drew. Right here, we have the cardboard ring bases and a couple of other plastic rings, right? And it's from set 5005237. The back is 9 by 7.5 studs in dimension.
Yeah.
And
wow.
It was from I
is...
know, right? We have two more factoids about this. It's from the...
Do you want to go put your pocket protector in?
Yeah, I do. It's from the Creative Ring Friends with flowers and plates set and the Friends Rings poly bag.
The Friends Rings poly bag.
Right, so one more of you check out the glamour on that, right?
We'll put her down here, and then we can give
her...
Oh,
look, we're back up on our... although our camera is still autofocusing.
Yeah, our camera is autofocusing, so I'm going to just check on that.
See, see how we riff? We just have fun.
See how we do this? See what we do?
TrickyBricks build and chat. We have actually a bunch of features today.
Yeah, like there is definitely a lot of features. Okay, there we go. Da 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 da. There she is with her dots bracelets and her ring.
Just adding a little bit of grace and glamour to the build and chat, right?
Oh goodness. Okay, so is it time for? No, it's not. It can't be.
No, is it?
No,
It's time
no.
for sticker time, is what it is.
Is it?
So we'll do just.
We're
do
never
that.
gonna get.
I know.
Today
We'll
will
do
be
that just
forever.
before we dig in, and I promise you, we're gonna build with bricks today. Lego brand building blocks.
Okay, let me see if I can get that ready for you. And that's right, everybody. It's that time. It's sticker set show and tell.
Right. Because the ring background wasn't exactly a sticker, so we're gonna get these stickers today. Super fun.
These are great stickers, and these are from a recent set, if I'm not incorrect. Is that true?
Yeah, this is sheet number 1 from set 41380, the Friends Lighthouse Rescue Center from 2019. The second sheet had bubbles and schools of fish and a big heart with scallop shells on it. But this one has... we go in here or in the
no, you should go to
front?
the front, because
Okay.
this is being...
This one right here, you see an X-ray of the little seal they've saved here. We're always rescuing someone, whether it's rescuing animals or princesses.
Yes, but
That was in Elves as well.
Yeah, there's always a rescue
Or an escape.
But with the or an escape. But with the friends, I mean with the friends stuff, there's always some kind of like animal sort of thing. Yes, the seal sticker with the seal sticker
happy...
that has the X-ray of the seal. Like, it's so weird. But they have those a lot. They have a lot of those in these friend sets as well.
Right.
Which I find very funny.
Well, we're helping the animals.
We are helping the animals. We're gonna squeak and...
That's fun adventure, right? What's the drama in Friends is the animals are in peril and need saving. Right? You have to have a story.
Oh my goodness. Well, it seems that...
What's that? Do we have need of Ms. Thing today? Is autofocus going to be a thing all day?
No, I think, yeah, you know what? We may, Ms. Thing may return to her old job. It seems that when I unplugged the camera and plugged it back in again, it, like, made the, it made the camera go out of autofocus, and now I can't get the camera settings to turn on again.
Well, I think we can deal with autofocus issues, right? That is exactly the practical nature of Ms. Thing.
It's true.
Right, so she's going to do her job there. Let's go to the 2-screen.
Oh, so this is you know what, it's funny, I made this setting, and we hardly ever use it. I think mostly because I felt like people are more interested in seeing the build close up than our mugs.
Well,
and even though,
let's see how this works with the autofocus. What block are we going to work on, Flynn?
Well, I think we should probably start
with... Wow, you used like a TV voice there. What was with that?
I don't know. I was going to start with the, with this, and actually I want to try and, I'm trying to get the settings for this to just stop trying to load, because I'm afraid that it's doing something bad to our stream.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start a mini project
there we go.
here.
Ta-da!
Oh, really? Okay, we had a project in backup here. Are we ready to assemble the Micropolis?
Yeah, so I thought we would start with the diner.
Okay, and I may have to go and get some bricks, but that'll be practical on my part.
Okay. And yes, I agree, Holly. The reason to buy a lot of those friend sets is for the animals, and also the colors.
Yeah, the colorful pieces, right?
Oh, look at that! I managed to get this to be correct. Look at that. Well, it's working.
Meantime, we're gonna give a little bit of grace. She'll just hold that down there.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? We don't want to...
No, we don't. But I definitely want to turn this autofocus off. Otherwise, it's gonna be trouble for the rest of the time. All right. Ta-da!
Okay, good.
All right, so here we go. So yesterday we looked a little bit at at this diner that I designed.
Well, this was actually a model of another diner you had already designed, right?
Yes, actually, it's sort of a micro version of this Unikitty diner that I made a while back for like one of those Lego contest things.
Well, I'm even harking back to way back times, like 3 years ago when we did California Dreamin'. You did a diner
that's
there.
true. I did a diner there,
That was the
too.
proto diner for all of them.
It's true. So I wanted to show everybody. So I have a snot piece here built in, and then I'm using this long window built sideways like this
to give a wide format window for the tiny.
And then I'm going to do the same, and then I wanted to do the same thing with this side. Right? I'm going to do the same thing here. Now,
and then you just use a corner.
Well, so that's the thing. I built this before we had these awesome corner snot pieces.
Right.
And I mean, I probably could have done it then this way or this way with the corner facing in if I would have known ahead of time, but I didn't.
You want a single snot piece?
So for now, I'm going to put it back together as the way it was originally built, which is with a single white snot piece.
You have it?
Nope.
I have them right here.
Single white
and
snot.
Check this out. Because we've started stacking our snot pieces, I know that the single white snot pieces are right here. I don't even have to look for it. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, thank you to Drew for that bit of advice. All right, so I'm just going to put... Oh, wow, this white 1x1 is really discolored.
Oh, do you want a different one?
Oh, no. I'm talking about the white 1x1 brick, not the snot piece.
We have those.
Sure. Why not? Oops. So I'm going to attach this here, and then you can see I've put this on this snot piece here, and then it's going to go tuck in just like that.
Okay, you just need a white 1x1 cube.
Yes.
So the stacked shoe boxes work pretty well, right? Like.
All right, so you can see that I've got I got this here. There's still a piece of floor attached to it from where it collapsed.
But does that give us a clue also as to where it goes?
It does. It just makes things a little like placement a little bit difficult. So you can see
Naomi's
here.
Photo really helped.
Yeah, you can see here where I've built up on the base, like I've built up a plate high here with tiles. And that is to accept so that there's a place for these windows to rest, right? The bottoms of these smooth windows.
Oh, I see a fly in the ointment here.
What's that?
This is too tall. That needs to be 2 plates.
Does it need to be 2 plates?
Yeah, look.
I think maybe you're right.
Right, if we turn it so they can see it. So we need to replace this 1x1 cube with 2 1x1 plates. Square plates.
I think that you... Well, no, because check this out. We've got this area down here that's still open. So I wonder if... See, this is all a... this is a test of reverse engineering because, of course, we didn't...
What were we thinking in the...
Yeah, what were we thinking
you would
in the
have
moment?
to switch these two if you want to knock that down. You'd have to swap this snot piece.
But then you'd have to do the same thing here.
Well, why don't we just...
So this is clearly, like, I've built this... You can see where I've built this up here. Oh, I know what goes here. It's a white tile.
What, and it just goes on that one stud?
And it attaches onto that one stud, I believe. Maybe? I don't know. This is looking...
No, it's looking funky. I think the problem here is these tiles underneath are incorrect.
Oh, maybe it's supposed to be sitting back? Well, why? We didn't take anything off of here. See, this is the fun of doing...
Let me see this for a moment if you want.
Does the gray plate need to be removed? You added that yesterday. Wow, I'm so glad that there's people watching that know what's going on.
Okay, so if we line this up, sorry you can't see this right now, but if we line this up, look, and then this gray plate has to be removed. Does it? You just collapsed this a little bit.
I did.
You're
right,
fits,
Lisa.
look.
I believe you're right, and I'm trying to see...
and then look, you added dots under here too. So just take the dots out from underneath Was that added or is that
No,
original?
that's part of it. Okay, I'm gonna try and take this off here. And this is actually the door to one of our row houses right here.
Right, so don't lose track of where that was.
And this goes here, and it's all part of the floor. Right? That's like the I tiled the inside of the diner, and you can see that I left a hole
so we can put a light in there.
So that we can put a light in it and light it up. Wow,
okay.
This is so interesting. Like, what a weird...
Right, so we still have this issue here. I think, did you... Sorry, I don't mean to reach in there.
Okay.
I do mean to reach in, but
yeah,
not.
I know.
So, did you put these tiles back on?
And unfortunately, in the
photo,
in this awesome photo I have from Naomi, the one thing you can't see
yeah.
is the is the diner.
So I'm wondering if we can't correct for this, right? There's a tile that fits up under the windows here. So why don't we just redo these tiles? We pull out this 1x2 plate, move everything down one so that it sits up in there and there's a corner.
Yeah, oh, maybe... Okay. So you're saying that this should be 2 1x1 plates?
Well, it depends. Like, this is unlikely to have come off in transit, right? This is the way it was.
So this is supposed to be... That is clearly supposed to be
that
there.
Fits.
I
that
think
plate fits.
This might be the problem.
In the way. And then these both move down one.
You think?
Yeah. Look, because then it makes room,
yeah,
and then
you're right.
this fits down. So those two plates. So
how did this happen? How does this even happen?
We've talked back and forth about this before. About we think part of the reason why it's good to put together models that have already been put together before, like he did the Alice down the rabbit hole piece, is because it would be boring for you to sit through the entire actual design process.
It would
right?
be so
like
boring.
trying the same brick 15 different ways and then swapping out for another brick. So you're seeing some of what we do in figuring this out, and it slows way down, but then progress.
Yeah, and it's missing one of its windows, unfortunately. Like one of the pieces of glass.
I could get that. It would take a minute.
Okay, but anyway, so now you can see there it is. There's the front of our diner.
Yeah, and show them the plate that was the problem.
So this plate was the problem. It was somehow moved over one. I still am perplexed.
Which was it? This plate right there?
I think it was. Yes, I think it was that
one,
plate
right?
that was the problem. One. Yes. All right. So there you go. There's our little micro diner. Now I know they're not around because I didn't see them. But what I had was I made a little we made some little cars to be parked in the parking lot, right?
Oh yeah, that were just like plates, right? Should we?
They were jump plate. There was a couple of jump plates and a couple of other things.
So I'm gonna pass on putting the window glass.
Yeah, let's not worry about the glass.
And
so
we'll do a jump plate.
Anyway, you can see this. And now for the finishing touch, I wanted to have something that would say diner. Like, this is great, but it needed something. Yes, it's true. Lisa is the real. The real winner. Thank you, Lisa. I wanted a way to show that it was a diner, so I ended up using a snot uphang, or snot bracket, as you may call it, with a 2x4, and then I just put 4 colorful tiles across the front to represent a sign. And then I attached it onto the front. Whoa.
Whoa.
Then I attached it onto the front, shattering the entire thing. Actually, I think maybe I put it up here. And if I didn't, I'm going to now. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it looks better this way? Here again, this is more like boring design process. I think this is better, right?
That way. That's what you would see. Like,
so,
if you were that little person who could fit through that doorway.
Yeah, so I put up the little sign. So that's what we were talking about, sort of abstracting things. Like, even though it doesn't have lettering, you can clearly tell that it's a sign. Oh, you know what? Is there coffee?
Yes, there is.
Oh
and,
my goodness.
And look, so I've put together a couple of these here.
Right, so we did make these little cars, and for micro scale you can use these little guys, and these are just jump plates with a tile on top. Right?
That's kind of the smallest car I know how to make. But we make sometimes trucks with cheese wedges.
Yeah, so you can put little cars in the parking lot.
Roller skates make great wheels.
Thank you, Brickanista. Yeah, that was I enjoyed making that little sign. And then we made one that I laughed because everybody picked it out right away. Right? So you're talking, again, we're talking about how we can abstract something to make it like so that people can tell what it is in micro scale. There is we made a little cop car.
Yeah, that's the one that I was looking for.
So it's a black jump plate here. Then we added a white 1x1 square on the top of it.
Right, me to find it?
Yeah, a white 1x1 plate, not a tile, a plate.
Oh.
Yeah, so a white 1x1 plate, and then we used a red transparent tile on the top to give it the police car light on the top.
Oh yeah, black and white, right?
Right. So there's your black and white car. Here's your little building tip for the day. There's your black and white car, and then if we can find,
some translucent
and it
tiles.
won't take too long. Some translucent tiles. I thought.
Does it need to be a tile and not a plate?
Well, you know what? It can be a tile or a plate. I think either one would work.
Okay. Translucent. We're looking for red, right? So
That's right.
In the warm ones.
Yeah, Holly, that's right. Yeah, the roller skates make really good tires for cars.
And trucks. You can do like a box truck.
And I think that at the time that I was building this, we didn't have those, if I remember correctly.
Here, is this visible in the camera?
Oh yeah, so check it out. Here's all of our red, yellow, and orange transparent pieces. I love. This is a favorite.
And I'm just dumping some out over here.
We can actually use a dot. I just found a dot that will work.
Here, look, I found it.
Oh, you found the tile?
Yeah,
it's a round one, I believe. A round tile.
Oh, okay, well, we got a round tile there, too. So,
all right.
You know what I did is I just laid this out in a tray there. We actually will lay a blanket out in the other room and spread a whole collection out because you can see them so much easier and faster that way.
So here we go. Here is our final little police car. Black jump plate, white 1x1, and a red tile, a red transparent tile on the top. And it goes parked in, of course, the diner parking lot. It was a fun little detail and one that people pointed out. And you'll see, too, that I purposely used 2x4 tiles here to create the parking spaces. Like, that was the whole reason.
So you created the lines.
Yeah, I created the lines using the tiles. All right, and so, you know what? I was looking at the picture from Naomi and realizing that, in fact, this building, we'll be done with the diner for now. That this building that we were talking about earlier is, in fact, on the other side of this plate. So it actually goes, I believe, here. And it looks like we are missing some plates underneath, but this is where, in fact, this little building, golly, this is where, in fact, this little building goes, right?
Oh, well, you can tell me about those plates and I'll just grab them.
Sure, we'll see what we got. I think that there is, so this goes here, and then I believe the Rosemary's Baby building goes here. We'll see if I'm right.
Okay, here, get your little coaster.
Uh-oh.
Look, Haunted Mansion coaster.
Oh yeah, here's the, I know you see the coffee cup, but here's the coaster. We got these a while back at Disney when we went for our anniversary. All right, yep. From all the different lands, from the many lands. All right, so cheers, coffee. All right. So, I wanted to show you something that I did here on this that I had forgotten I'd done until I was looking at the pieces. So, I have this little, what we're calling the Rosemary's Baby building because it's what it looks like to me.
That's what inspired it, right?
So there was a piece up here that was a rotator.
Oh, I saw it earlier
A black
today.
rotator with a 2x2 clear brick on it. Okay, do you think we could replace that because it's sort of the important part of this? And I know it was right up here because I saw it.
Yeah, I did. I was messing.
All right,
with
we
it.
lost a piece. Oh, you were messing with it. There we go. The truth comes out. Someone was messing with it.
Well, fortunately, we have a collection that has some bricks in it. Although that 2x2 round, look at that. Look what I found.
Okay, there we go. 2x2 round.
On the way.
And then I believe the rotators are up in that box over there. So when I was building this building, I wanted to have something different than square, than just square buildings. So first of all, I built this up using the hinges, as we call them, the ear hinges. I guess we're still doing that. Then these, like the studs that you see back here, are, again, I used the little trick of the headlight brick turned on its side. So you can kind of see here from the side. It was the hinge, the plate hinge, with one of those little, we call them ledges, but they're those little sliding door things. Then an upside down, or I should say a... on its back, headlight brick.
I think that's the unusual part of the model there, is the headlight brick on its back.
And then I added 2 plates in between, and then I just repeated that window treatment all the way up. All right. People are cookie.
It is. It's so close. We're going to get a cue here. No, you may not have a black one of these because we don't have any.
So I didn't want there to be just like a plain old regular door here. I wanted to somehow show some difference in door.
Okay, look what we have. Those are your options. No black ones.
Whoa, really? We're going to have to replace it with white? Whatever, we can do it with white. All right.
Yeah.
Not my preference, but when we find the one that was...
What, the one that was on the table?
The purloined piece.
It was... It went into a bowl.
Purloined. There's your word of the day. Purloined. I would like this much better in black, but we're gonna do what we can here. So what I did was I pulled out a rotator.
I found it.
Aha, there we go. We pulled out the rotator and I attached this here, and now it looks like it has a revolving door. And even though the reason I used the rotator is because I knew this was going to be on an angle and that we would want some way to sort of like straighten it out.
And that was an example of teamwork there too. Like we had worked together on a lot of the details here, and Flynn brings these finishing details, these like fine little details to it.
All right, so I believe that it is time for a certain a certain thing that people are waiting for.
Really? Well, I'm sure not just.
But until it's ready, I will blab some more until it's all done.
Look at that.
All right,
I think it's ready.
Yeah, so I got my rotating door. Do you have your supplies? All right, everybody. That's right. It is your favorite time of the day. It is it's Logan cookie time, everybody.
Logan,
Come on, Logan. All right. Hooray.
Hey, look who it is.
Logan cookie time.
It's everyone's favorite fun time, especially Logan's. And see, look, you can see, look at his face. You can see him.
Oh, does he get another one?
He gets 2.
Oh, he gets 2. All right. We're having an extra
and I break them small.
Logan cookie time today.
Go. Thank you, Logan.
Thank you,
Bye.
Logan. Hey. All right, back to this.
That's always fun.
That is always fun, and I know he appreciates it too. And now
because we're gonna dig into a few minutes of building here.
Now it's squirrel time. So I want to see something here. I'm trying to remember exactly how this. Sorry, I'm doing
I
this
think
off
this
camera.
would sit down on plates, don't you?
Yeah, I think there's
right?
definitely some plates missing under here. So why don't we do a
Here, how about this 2x3 plate that would fit there perfectly?
right? And then do we have a 2, 4, 6, ooh, 7? Ugh. Can we get
Well,
a 2
a
by
4
6?
and a 3? How about a 4 and a 3, and I can fill it up.
A 6 would be better because it would provide. So the reason I'm asking for a 6 is you can see that these two plates here are touching, but they're not exactly like held together really well. So I think a 6 would provide more stability.
Oh, I understand because it
Yeah.
would have more cantilever on them. It would have more. Well, cantilever's not really the right word, but it would have more purchase, more clutch.
It would have
So,
more purchase.
What color do you want?
It doesn't matter because you won't actually see this part.
You won't see. And can I just
Wait,
say?
all right now. Can we get a 2 by 3 for here, perhaps?
A 2x3 in tan?
Sure, why not?
That may be a tall order.
You think? Or just a
Yeah.
2 by 3 really, I think in any color would work.
Look, I found tan.
All right, and then...
It's always a treasure hunt.
It is always a treasure hunt.
Why? Okay, TSA did not make those plates magically fly off.
No, that probably happened when I shook the bag up yesterday. Can we get a 1 by 2 gray plate tile for here? So in order to create some...
Oh, a 1 by 2.
Yeah. In order to create some levels, in order to create some levels... Now, I'm wondering, too, was that just open and this all sat down in there?
Yes. I think it was dark inside.
I think it was...
So, you know what we should do is replace this 2 by 3 with something that would give us a tile just inside the door. And then you could see it.
Oh, we need the 1 by 2s. This is all 2 by 2s and 2 by 4 tiles.
Oh, you know, we have so many gray tiles.
See, that's the great thing about rebuilding a MOC is that you can kind of sort of do whatever you want. If you want to rebuild it, if you want to make it look different, it's up to you. So that's what we're going to do here. No, that's although this wouldn't be a bad one. Check it out. So, and see, this is the fun, right? What we just pulled out is not a 1 by 2 tile. In fact, it is a 1 by 2 what you
like
call it, the
bar.
little gold bar, and we could use that.
It's got like a little
because you can see it's got like little detail to it. Right, exactly. Oh, it goes one over. Okay, we'll line that up like this.
I always have to leave part of one nail with enough to pull up a plate.
And I'll attach that on. And actually, I don't mind the extra gray detail around the bottom, even if it wasn't visible before. So check that out. Now, that little tile provides a great sort of like front step that has a little detail to it.
Anything to break the box, right?
Yeah, anything to break the box.
Which is part of the reason, which is the reason why there's an awning that sticks out here is because otherwise this building would just be a cube.
Right, and so now we have our building on one side, our bank on the other side, and now we can finally add our Rosemary's Baby building onto...
Like big apartment building, right?
Big apartment building. Let's see. So... Like I said, I built it on the hinges.
There.
Exactly. I built it on the hinges, and I built it so that this side would attach onto to studs, and this side would attach onto studs.
Well, and it may be obvious, but what is required there is that this be perpendicular to this.
Right, and that's why I used the rotator on the bottom of our door
without giving it studs, right?
Right, so that I could attach this as needed.
Well, and because the rotator isn't on studs, it doesn't have to be in system. It's just sitting on top of tiles.
Right.
Here,
it's a little bit
crooked.
Yeah, it's got...
Oh, you know what?
It's got some issues.
Oh.
Let's see. There we go.
Oh, well, it should be...
All right.
That should work.
Yeah.
Should.
Famous
last word. Within the tolerances of a 64th of an inch, that should work. Now I'm going to have to look up what the tolerances are on pieces like this. Maybe Naomi knows, or Joshua Gay, if he's here.
Well, this really is not wanting to
Maybe you need to
connect.
give it just one stud here rather than two.
Oh, yes. And so then I built just sort of like...
Why is that not... Does that need to be on a... Oh, maybe it needs to be on a jump plate.
Let's see if this is here.
What do you think about that?
No, I don't think
Like
I just
that
think I'm
or
having...
that?
Yeah, I'm having trouble putting it on. So you can see that I made this little sort of half... Using a quarter round plate and other plates to give a little bit of stability behind it. It looks like I tried to give it some stability.
Well, it also gives a recessed roof there that, you know, a little figure could walk around on.
Right. So it seems to me that this... I don't know how this tile got on here.
I think this doesn't fit all the way back there. Check it out. Make this one sit on that one. There's an implied please there. Always an implied please. And then this one just sits on tiles.
No.
And maybe we give it one stud. Because otherwise there's not room for this inset roof.
But I know that I specifically built it to be attached on at both sides. And I think... Let me see. Oh, you know what I think it is? Yeah, I think that our rotating door actually sits out like this. This could be possible.
I thought it was more prominent. No, that's not it. Is it? That's stressed.
See, this is the excitement, the fun and excitement of rebuilding a MOC.
Well, MOCs as opposed to sets with directions, right?
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I think
There you
that
go.
it actually went on.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I can turn this sort of a quarter turn to the side to give it a little...
Well, and why don't we improve on this by putting a cheese slope, a 1x2 slope on top of
Yeah, I think that
the
might have
door.
been... I saw a cheese slope around here. I think that might have been what was on here originally. I don't know. It's
Do you think
it's
there's
so
room?
weird. A sewer baby.
Where are the...
Shane, you're crying over your nice letter from one of... I've been getting a lot of letters from my people or my guys lately. Oh, and I gotta tell you, oh, and now I forgot what was so hilarious. Wow, I'm really...
You're talking about an Animal Crossing, right?
Oh, yes. So in Animal Crossing, yesterday, I actually had a baboon named Boone move into my town. I went to one of those mystery islands, and he was there, and I was super psyched. And he said, you know, and Jambette had finally moved out. And you know, I'm not a super fan of the jock characters in there. But how was I gonna say no to a baboon named Boone? I mean, that was, you know, come on.
Okay, so Flynn, the cheese wedges aren't... I don't know where they are.
The cheese wedges?
I found an entire tray of cute animals.
Yeah, there's always a tray of cute animals in our house.
But I don't see the cheese wedges. They're like, are they not labeled? I thought there was all that...
We can, yeah, we've also got a couple of brown ones here.
Okay.
So has anybody else ever had to do this before? You asked me what villager I would be. I don't know. Probably Julian.
You would not be... I mean, I could see, actually, don't you have a wheel? You have a wheel of different costumes, right?
Oh, yeah, there's these, like, wands that you can get, and then you can change your outfit like Jane Jetson. Like, just completely...
So is that being stubborn?
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, I think what...
There we go. Got it.
Oh, look at that.
Got it. All right, there we go.
And then you think that top just sits in there? Because it has studs to sit on.
This one does look a little wonky. I'm not sure.
I don't know. This seems stressed to me.
Yeah, so you can see where I've put it on, where this is like bending, sort of like bending inwards. Right?
Yeah, I think, what if we do this? What if we replace this 1x3 plate with a jump plate? And allow this to relax out a little more that way.
Yeah, maybe. golly, that's sure.
Because if it's only a half stud off, that's our only other option is a half stud, right?
And did we put this in here?
We
like,
just
maybe
put that in. I was like,
exist.
yeah, that looks like that fits there.
Let's see. So Jonathan is asking, you're currently sorting through a large bin of Lego. What do you suggest for storage and organization? Well, we use Sterilite bins. I would much rather have a lot of drawers. Would be great.
We have some drawers.
We have some, but so this is what we do instead. And I think it works pretty well. This is
here. We can show.
Just so confused.
Just quickly, do you want to show 3 different options?
Actually, why don't you show them while I try and sort
figures that out
what the heck is going on here?
So the first thing that we used to use was all of these. Is that in there? Yeah, these shoe boxes, and they stack with one another. They stack inside if you take the lids off. So we found it to be very efficient, and the collection could grow over time. And then if we have something we have just a whole bunch of, we leave it in a Ziploc bag. But so we separate mostly by type and then by color if there's enough. Like if there were enough of these, well, we've already separated out all the grays and oh, maybe not. In 1x2s we did. And then we have these other stacking Sterilite containers that are like this or deep or deeper. And I just find if they all stack nicely together in our bookcase, then the collection stays organized. And then finally, my favorite,
yeah, it's my favorite too,
is these tackle boxes. You know, just these separated boxes. They've got trays so you can take them to your build table, take them away. Oh, there was one other way too. If you can bear with me for just a second here.
I'll put that there for people to look at something.
Okay.
Here,
pulling this away. So this is our last one that we just started using, and Flynn did a huge project where he transferred all the minifigures into these plastic cases that have smaller plastic cases in them. And most of the collection is actually labeled too. We use P-Touch labels on here. But then, you know, even without opening it, I can see that these are all complete minifigures as opposed to, you know, other ones we have that have the arms and legs and like that. So I'm going to leave you this hidden side car here to look at for a minute. While I put away this suitcase.
Yeah, that little suitcase that we used to organize the minifigures, like it's from Michael's. It's a pretty great. They're great little things, and they seem to always be on sale, always.
You can get great sales. Like we don't have anything invested in Michael's other than the cost of a lot of storage bins. We get great sales there.
Yeah, there's always some kind of good stuff. So I'm gonna see if. So I'm looking at the picture, and this is in fact this little rotator is in fact. Set back, like I have it here. We have these and this, which do in fact look like they are attached. So I'm going to see if I can't get them to attach while there's nothing else on the plate. Because that...
Oh, these studs are in the way. Look. The studs back here are in the way of the rotator. So
this wasn't... So you know what? You know what that means?
Those were not the pieces.
No, it means yes, it means that. It means I was wrong for asking for a
bit of help from me.
No! That was my bad. I'm the one who screwed that one.
All right. But still, the 2x3 is in the way.
Yeah, it sure is. Sure
right? So you can troubleshoot these things and figure them out.
Right. So that's, again, it's like a puzzle. So we are going to have to put a 1x3 here and a 1x2 here.
Okay,
that is
a 1x3
and a 1x2. Right? So I'm just interested. Does anybody else do this? Have you ever had to put back together a collapsed model and not had had, you know, instructions or a picture.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah, I mean, certainly there's lots of different options for storage systems, but
Well, and
ours is what works for
budget-driven,
us.
too, you know, like
It's the budget version.
yeah, it's economical to do this. Eventually, like if I had unlimited resources, we would have those racks of industrial hardware bins, the little plastic bins that you can pull in and out, like they use for screws and nails and bolts and all that. Because drawers are just the easiest, but you know, one step at a time. Is this the snot piece is getting in the way? Oh, look, it's stepped back.
I believe it's stepped back.
Yay! That's it. Hooray! Patience
no,
and
that's not it.
Oh.
But you know what I'll do is I'll put this back on where we know that it goes.
Okay.
Like this.
Is that seated down all the way in the back?
Let's find out. Looks like it.
Yeah, it just seemed flexy. I think it's because
Oh, and
the
by the
middle of the
way,
plate.
just wanted to show this to everybody. Even though we didn't have enough green to put here, so we use these, and I just want to show you, like, we sort of did a little vent, like the back, like maybe this was
like a roll-up door.
a roll-up door on the back, to for
Yeah.
whatever needed to come in and out of there.
And then it's always handy. I think we probably had a dumpster back there as well. Like you can just put a couple of plates with a 1x2 cheese wedge on the top. Dumpsters are always good for the back of buildings. That is tight.
Well, it is, and I believe.
Are you sure that whole width is there?
I think maybe
because
this
I don't.
isn't there. It is, because I was just looking at the picture, and that tile is definitely there.
Well, we've got this. See, that tile is in the way. The one on the back of there is in the way.
Oh, here, take a look. If you see in the picture, it's actually there. I used it as a spacer because
well,
what happened
and you can
is
see in the picture. I didn't mean to interrupt
okay.
you. You can see in the picture that our building is crooked. Look, it's not parallel with the building next to it. It's pushed out a little bit.
Yeah, it is pushed out. Oh no, you just have to push it. Like if you use your fingers, you can push it back in, right?
I think we've almost come to.
Here we
is
go.
that working?
Yeah, it's
Look
working.
at that. Na.
So there's our little
It only diverges by like a millimeter.
Right. So there's our little Rosemary's Baby, New York style building that's in with all the other San Francisco buildings for some reason.
I do think you can turn that rotator a little bit.
Yeah.
That's nice. Just floating it on top of the tiles there. Oh, collapse.
Wow.
Oh no, all the cameras zoom in. How do you feel
I know.
about
How do you
that?
feel about that?
Flynn?
What do you think?
Flynn, Richard, are you afraid you're going home?
Well, I am now.
We're already home. It's all right.
That's right.
Right? There's no stress here on the building chat.
Do we have a 1x2? Could you give me a 1x2 brick, please?
Yes. 1x2, any color?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Are you afraid you're going home?
I know. Are you afraid you're going home? What do you think? Who do you think's gonna be? Who do you think's gonna, go home this time?
Do you think the other teams have it out for you?
I know. No, I don't. God. Wow. It's just like, really?
And you're like, it was actually a 1x2 that came off of the plate.
I know.
You're like, you can pull back your $80,000 cameras. It's okay. It's a 1x2 plate.
All right. So now it looks
was-
like I've got this, and this could probably be a 1x3 and would hold
Yep,
on
I think-
better. I
right.
think.
Although, I gotta say, we make light of it, but that's pretty intense, right? When you're trying to do a delicate thing, and all these cameras are like right over your shoulder and on you, and you know every word is being recorded.
Yeah, I think that was one of the harder parts, the knowing that everything was being recorded all the time.
Because you didn't want to say, oh shoot, or worse. Or worse. Okay, so a 1x3 is what you're looking for in light gray. Oh, that happy sound of bricks being sorted.
Yeah, just a 1x3 in gray. And
Sorry,
I
neighbor.
think we may have I don't know if we've resolved this
look.
issue or not.
Got
All
it.
right, there we go.
Why
We're
are you still dubious? We could table that, in the interest of
not boring everyone
Yeah.
to tears.
We could-
Too late.
We could table troubleshooting that and then come back to it. Because we've also got those row houses to do.
Okay, I think this may resolve the issue.
Right when you're ready to give up.
No, right when you're ready to give up, don't, because you may figure it out. But then you may not. Also.
No, sometimes now that squeaking sound there of ABS trying not to split might be a sign that it's a little stressed. I don't know. I think you've almost got it.
Yeah, I do too. All right. Well, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's set this aside for now. Then we can.
We're very close. We're within seriously a millimeter here, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
Maybe
I
discovered something.
Issue. Sort of, maybe, kind of. Anyway, coming back to that. All right.
Okay, so we've got our final of the 4 blocks.
Yeah.
Right?
So now we've got our.
and we need this.
We've got our row houses.
No, that right there is the other row house.
It is. Let's look at that picture again. So,
it is right because you can see the car from the diner, the red and white car from the diner.
Right. But let's finish. We got to finish building these guys.
Yeah. Well, look, it's
this.
assembled. That's what I'm saying. Look.
Yeah.
It's assembled just like that.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. So we have our. If you remember, we went over our kind of like the design of that we did for the roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Well, part of it for me came from those colorful, narrow buildings in Amsterdam that are right next to one another on the canals.
Yeah, our city block is very international.
It's eclectic. Those ones with staircases so narrow that you can't you have to put your feet sideways to walk down them. Look at that. They're just fitting all together there like they were meant to.
And they were.
And this did you already point out that sideways doorway? The sideways bracket that's being used as a doorway.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, but if you just like a little review.
Yeah, seeing them all in a row here.
Yeah, these little doors are all here. So I think let me pull this off real quick. Of course, you can't pull it off without pulling everything
that's the
off.
thing is these were originally designed to be modular, so those would have been separate.
Right. So let's work on this one.
Okay.
I think, and I'm not positive of this. No, that looks right.
And this inner wall, it was never finished because it would never be seen. And is that a door? I guess that's a door there.
Oh, I see. I think this is supposed to be 2 plates back here.
Okay. Why do I have... Oh, I have this here for the photo.
Yeah, it needs...
Okay, what do you need? 2 tan plates?
Yeah, 2 tan plates. All right, so you can see here's our row house building. Now, that's the other thing. This thing isn't exactly like super... Oh, no, a brick will work.
Oh, good,
Apologies.
because we have 0 tan plates. I think they were...
Yep, nope, there it goes. So this isn't, this isn't the height of... stability. And you can even see that there's like places missing inside.
But it has a presentation side, right? And it's not a play set. It's to sit on a shelf and dust every now and then.
Dust?
We do. We dust. It's hard to believe. We do. You have to.
All right, so now we can...
Well, you don't have to, but it catches...
You have to.
It catches up with the models.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it does. Okay, so...
Oh, look at that. We've almost got the pieces.
Yeah, I think what happens here... Whoops.
Oh, piece fell inside.
Dropped a piece on the floor.
It did not fall on the floor.
No, but that happened earlier. I'm just saying. It did. All right,
all those things happen.
They do all the time.
Strange
clockwork.
But true.
Stranger
things. Like bricks through the sorting tray. These...
No one knows what you're talking about. Can I get 2
These are the builds of our lives.
Oh my dear.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I need 2 dark red 1x2 bricks.
No, dark red is all on its own, sequestered in some.
Over there.
Where is it?
Over there by the Disney pins. All right, so so you can see that and believe it or not, I actually really thought about how these, like what color order these buildings would go in. Because I didn't want to put a blue building next to the other blue building, so I decided to put the dark red one there. And then I think I switched back and forth between the blue and the turquoise, and the turquoise just looked so awful next to the dark red.
Okay, what are we looking for? A 1x2 in dark red?
2 1x2s in dark red.
We have
please.
those.
Perfect. All right, and you can see now how I've already started to build up the roof here. This is going to go here, and finally, whoa there.
Are you all right?
I think so. There we go.
Coordinating all the accent colors of all the buildings was interesting too.
All right, there we go. So there's our little row houses. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Just like on the Mega City build, having accent colors of multiple buildings you were going to see all at the same time takes a little bit of time, especially if you're just dealing with the bricks you have in your collection.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of negotiating between colors.
Okay, so now we should be able to plug these together.
And we have 3 cute little doorways all in a row.
Right, with the little matching buildings. We've got our diner.
And then didn't you have plants?
I did have plants. I had more of these green ice cream scoops with little brown under them all over.
I found another one yesterday, but I'm not sure. Here, why don't we do this for now?
Sure, why not? We can do whatever we want.
Right, it's Lego.
It's Lego. It's our house. We can do whatever we want. All right, so now we've got our diner block. We've got our row houses onto our store here. Now we're going to add on our, what is it, this way?
Well, it depends on...
Time to refer to the photo.
That's the one that'll...
Yes, this one goes here.
And this is going to make all of our backyards
Some snapping this together.
Whoa, check it out. We've got it together.
And like that. Yeah, don't touch it.
We have a little bit of troubleshooting work left to do on the corner apartment building.
Hey, Evan, how's it going?
Just a little bit. It's close.
Yeah, it's close.
So
just
close.
got a little bit of work to do on it.
But get out the rivet
so
gun.
what I want to do is
level this too. There.
I'm gonna go ahead and move to this side of it
to the front view,
and I'm hoping
tip down.
I'm hoping that you can see some of the different things. Now you could also put little cars on here, and you can also put white tiles on top of here too to make it look like it's got like a hard top or whatever.
That might be better detail. And what did we do? We did something to make this a cab. Was it yellow and black?
It was yellow and black, like a yellow and black cab.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We've got our row houses.
Wait, you've got the you see, and we made the diner a corner presentation, and there's detail on the side of the department store as well.
It's right here, as you can see. Then we've got our diner, our bank, and our Rosemary's Baby apartment building that is like slightly off kilter, although I guess that's kind of appropriate.
It could be a San Francisco building, post 89. It's just a little crooked.
Yeah, exactly. This side we have our little like mission style apartment building and our Art Deco movie theater. And then here finally we have our sort of mission style shopping area, or like shopping plaza.
Now, is it fair to say that one of the pieces of the movie theater inspired the whole movie theater?
Yes, it was definitely this.
Because that's one way that we come up with MOCs sometimes is just if there's a piece we want to use.
Yeah, it's called a seed piece, and they use it a lot. in competitions online and stuff. Oh, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to point out one more thing. And I guess we talked a little bit about this, but you know, these arches down here. So this is basically the Micropolis standard, is that you put these Technic pieces on there so that you can hook the pieces together. It's got the road size and everything, 2 studs
all
for
the
road.
crosswalks line up.
All the crosswalks line up. But these little additions of these arches are additions particularly for this. And if you weren't watching before, what these are for is so that lights could be strung up and put up inside of them. Oh, thank you, Brickanista. Appreciate it.
Right. Well, she actually has a lot of experience with Micropolis, right?
Yes, yeah, she's got some really great stuff. So I saw somebody ask, are we going to do lights in it today? We aren't going to do lights. That's not really something that we planned on doing. That's kind of a whole separate thing.
Yeah, I am going to do a lighting tutorial, but not today for the Micropolis.
Yeah.
How are we on time?
Actually, I think we're good. We're right. We're done early today. Look at that. Well, early.
Yeah, like
early for us. It's not an hour and 40 minutes.
Well, like too early, or do we just say we made the Micropolis?
No, I say we made
the show.
We made the Micropolis, and that's the show. Although I do want to show you a little something that I found in our parts. So I got this at Bricks Cascade in a thing of parts. Now I can't remember whether this is Paradisa or whether this is what's the other one?
What is it before Belleville?
That other Belleville. Thank you. I don't know. I think it's Belleville though. Let me switch over here. But look at these great bottles. These great perfume bottles, and I use them in. I've used them a couple of times in a MOC. They're in our theater. They're still on the sprue, and there's 4 of them
in different
colors: orange, blue, yellow, and red. And I think it'd be really fun to make like a potions shop or some kind of, you know, whatever.
Well, you made a witch house, right? Like a little interior.
Yeah, I did.
Like kitchen, right? That had shelves with all the apothecary stuff on it.
Yeah. I hadn't gotten these yet, but those
nope.
were. But yeah, that was a fun one. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show that really cool little bits and bobs there.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
I hope you enjoyed our, putting together of the Micropolis City block. I think we plan on doing more
MOC builds.
MOCs. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I was just like,
that was his yes, Grandpa.
For some no. For some reason, when you said that, it went into my head as no, I forgot. Great. You distracted me by saying I was insulting you.
No, I didn't feel insulted at all. Something on another episode, if we have time, we'll do like a polybag mini build.
Yeah.
You know, just like a little feature off the.
Oh, Rob Petricide Bricklink says Scala, so it's from Scala.
Oh,
very
cool.
Good. So they said, did you use plates to sit the buildings on the Technic to elevate it? Yes. So the standard here is we'll tip this down again.
Back down there.
But it is a plate layer. And then your Technic pieces, and then another plate layer, and then your tiles on top of that.
Yep.
So basically 2 bricks high.
2 bricks high because it's 1 brick plus 3 plates.
Yeah. Yeah, we would definitely be into doing more MOCs, and I don't know about you guys, but like we were talking about earlier, it seems to me that it would be a lot more fun, like as a viewer, to see us rebuild something that is already built so that we can actually really explain it and take the time to talk about what our design process was, rather than trying to put something together and
spend a lot of time hunting for bricks.
It's a slow, boring
downtime. Like really, it takes us. You know, that the piece that I did for our build challenge, I did in about 6 hours. But if I was doing it for a con, I probably would take weeks and come back to it again and again.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but we did have this idea.
Hey, Paul Sinasan, how's it going? Welcome.
Paul.
Good to see you. We're actually just about to start wrapping up here in a few minutes. But
Flynn,
yes,
I wanted to say one thing we have coming up.
Here we go.
This piece back here, the werewolf clock. I thought that we would bring it down to the table and turn it on and turn on the robotics for it, show you how it works, maybe show you the backside and some of how we constructed it.
Yeah,
might be
I think
fun,
that
right?
would be. I think that'd be a fun gig. So, just to wrap things up, I want to remind you all that tomorrow is our big, exciting start to our Stranger Things build.
I'm excited. My
we're gonna
favorite
have-
set. I don't mean to interrupt. My favorite set, and we've been sitting on it for months
It's
and
true.
months and months.
It's true. So I think
Yes.
since before Lego Masters, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, so that's tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're going to have special guests. Boone Langston's going to be here. Moto will be here. Holly will be here. Amy will be here. Mel will be here. Plus a very, very special mystery guest who will be revealed tomorrow.
Right? So a lot of fun tomorrow. Normal time, 8 a.m. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Never 8 a.m. No, 10 a.m. Normal time.
I'm sure it's 8 a.m. somewhere.
No, maybe
in
Flynn,
some time zone.
Maybe Flynn, you want to do the announcements
I think
of.
that's
See, I'm behind the scenes.
So we've
right?
got that
I'll
coming
build
up.
Technic Constructions here, and he'll do the coming up features. See how that works? See how that works?
All right.
We get along well 24/7 for what is it, about 16 years we've all been staying home now?
Seems like it. Okay, so yes, Stranger Things build tomorrow. Also, a reminder to everybody that we are going to be going down to 5 days a week starting next week. So next week we will not be here Tuesday, and we will not be here on Saturday.
But all the other days at normal time.
Yeah, all the other days at normal time. We need some time to be able to sort of like do some improvements on our website, improvements on other things, and it's impossible to do when we're doing 7 days. Plus, I just realized that when we get to the end of this, like by Monday's broadcast, Monday will be, I believe, our 30th broadcast in a row.
Yep.
And our
and most of those are like longer than an hour, like an hour and a half or longer.
30 days in a row plus the 14 days that we did on Instagram.
Right?
So that's like 44 or 45 days in a row. And I think it's time to have a day off finally. I wanted to break some kind of record, but I don't know if that was going to happen.
We might have. I don't know.
Yeah. For annoying people the most for the longest amount of time.
Well, you're all so kind
every day.
You're so kind to put up with this. This is such fun for us, and I hope it's fun for you too.
All right, so real quick, I just want to let everybody know where you can find us. You can find us on Instagram at TrickyBricks, and you can follow there to see updates on the MOCs that we're working on, stuff like that. Let's see, you can, if you want to contact us by email, you can do so at flynn@trickybricks.com.
Oh, it's this way.
Yeah, oh, don't believe me, Rob. Logan will get his appropriate cookie time. I don't think he'll let us not do it at this point.
No, he's gonna get cookie time, and we're gonna play Growly Tug too.
Oh, Growly Tug.
We play
his
Tug,
favorite.
and he growls.
So if you want to send us something through the actual mail, you can send us actual mail at Flynn and Richard, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California 94611. All right, and so yeah, and we are actually going to be heading out there. I'm going to be putting my spacesuit on to go to the post office and check the P.O. box.
I know,
and
right?
send some a couple of things off.
Let's think about it like Ziggy Stardust, okay? It'll be more fun that way.
Yes, I will fight off the spiders from Mars on my way into the thing. So, yes. Oh, yes. Congrats, Minifig Chick, for the groceries. Welcome back. Let's see. So I think I can't remember now if I did this correctly or not.
What's that?
But I was going to put on our so we got our stickers yesterday, everybody. We got our stickers, and this is what they look like, with artwork by Kevin Hinkle, and we're so excited. They came out really great. I think y'all will really enjoy them. We'll be sending these out for like prizes for different things, with prizes for different giveaways or stuff that we do. And things like that. So definitely have
part
those.
Of our Patreon.
Part of our Patreon is includes the stickers. So you can. Oh yeah, Patreon. I forgot about that. So if you, we do have a Patreon now. You can find it here.
There we go.
There's our Patreon. And you can find that there. There's stickers and all kinds of little, like, there's a special private Zoom chat with us just for Patreon subscribers. That's a thing that you can get. It's a lot of fun. Also, if you're interested in supporting the stream via Venmo, all that information is down in the description of this video and all of our videos.
And just as a reminder, our stream is completely free. Come here, hang out, leave your cares at the door, and have fun with us building Lego.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what YouTube is going to say about it, but I'm hoping that we don't have to ever have ads on our stream. That is our hope, is to not have ads. But at the same, I also on the flip side want to say thank you, YouTube, for noticing us.
I know,
and
hooray!
mentioning
We're
us
so
on
excited.
your Twitter stream. It was wow! I can't believe
that
we've been
made our day.
doing
That's
this
so
a month
awesome.
and have that. And I heard a rumor that there may or may not be people from Lego that have seen the stream.
I heard about
I'm just
that.
saying it's a rumor.
I know.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well,
we
it's
don't
fun.
we don't try to peddle rumors here, but that's something.
No, not at all.
So anyway, thank you everybody so much for joining us. We love seeing you every day, and then we will love seeing you 5 days a week starting next week. So thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you stay safe, stay healthy,
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. And we will see you tomorrow for our special Stranger Things build with special guests and special mystery guest. All right, thank you everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.